Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the live stream. I hope it works tonight. I'm at Work QTH here in Anaheim, California, just overlooking Anaheim Stadium right now. Just a typical Tuesday here, but I got a special guest right now via Google Voice. I'm going to bring in Dana, N7UFT here. Dana, how's it going tonight?
I am doing excellent, Greg. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Do you have anything you want to chat about right now?
Well, nothing special, except that after 11 years, I finally obtained my general.
Congratulations, man. It's about
Thank
time.
You. Yeah, I know. I've been studying hard for it, and thanks to your channel and the wonderful people on here, I was successful tonight. I did very well on the testing. I also tried to do the extra. I got 27 out of 50. That's okay.
That's not bad.
But bottom line is that couldn't have done it without you and your channel and everybody's support. So I want to thank everybody for helping me achieve this, because it's quite an achievement in my eyes.
Excellent, man. Well, I appreciate the kind words. You did it. That's what the amateur radio group is all about, is helping each other and, you know, trying to get to the next level of things. And if people don't understand stuff, they'll kind of help them out, and everybody comes together. So I'm glad to hear that you passed, and hopefully you're going to be enjoying HF any day now. I don't know if you had any equipment for it or anything like that, but nonetheless, I'm glad you went to the next level. And first off, was it hard to you? I know you did some practice tests online with the hamstudy.com, I believe. Was it similar to that, or did you have any issues with it?
No, basically, if you do the hamstudy.org and do the practice tests and do the studying and so forth, it streamlines the process to take the testing, because it's basically the same way. The key for me for studying was repetitiveness. Just keep doing it over and over. And then some of the questions which I kept missing, try to come up with ideas on how to, recognize what those questions were. And by using that methodology, for someone who has no memory whatsoever, I was able to achieve my goal. And that's the key. You got to just study. But hamstudy.org and having sessions on your YouTube channel and individual sessions with folks like Seth and others was instrumental in me getting that. I mean, that's what you can't do it alone. You got to have someone helping you, and ham radio community does that. So for that, I thank everybody.
A couple other quick questions too. Some people study by memorizing the answers. Some people study by learning it. Some people just have an excellent memory and they can just read through something and end up taking a test. And I know you mentioned quickly or briefly you did some studying. How did you approach it? How do you suggest to approach it? Because you're not exposed to these types of things like ferret, whatever, or micro whatever, or talking about voltages and stuff too much till you get into the general side of things. You do build some antennas and stuff in the VHF world and some on 10 meters, but for the most part, you're not exposed to that. So for me, I'm on the hands learning type of a guy. So I like to, I do more of that. So I learn on the fly with hands-on. Did you memorize the questions, or sorry, did you memorize the answers, or how did you go about it?
No, basically what I did was, when I started going through the testing, I noticed that like G7, G8, and G9, the different sections I was weakest in, so I tried to devote more of my time to the ones that I was not, fully acclimated to, rather than the ones I already knew. Because otherwise, I already know those, so why keep repeating the same thing over again? It doesn't do any good. So, like I said, the G7, G8, and G9 were the areas I always had the trouble with, so I focused most of my attention on those. And then I don't think there's a way, unless you're really super good at memorization, you're going to remember all 200 and something questions. But what you can do is look for patterns in the questions to help you remember them. And that's what I did, because I'm a terrible test taker. I have a phobia on taking tests, and it's affected me all my life. So by practice, you get more confidence to take the test, which I did. I did a couple of practice tests, just to test myself, and then I just did a whole bunch of tests. And then the areas I was still weak in, then I would go back to hamstudy.org and I would study those sections specifically so I could become more proficient and be able to answer the questions. And again, I did pretty good. I did 34 out of 35, so I only missed one question. And I don't know which one I missed, but I'm very pleased with what I did.
With that being said, you said about memorizing different flow, different, what do they call it? What did you just say? Patterns of questions. Hold on just a second. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought somebody was texting me from work. Patterns of different questions. I know Seth, N2SPG, mentioned that if you go to like the info thing, part of the ham study, it would give you like a couple word hint. Did that help you out at all with that? I don't know. Did you ever go that? Was that what you meaning by remembering the pattern of the answers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That does, I mean, some of them were more helpful than others. Bottom line is there's several of the questions that would require a calculator to do the formulas, and I didn't use a calculator. I didn't use a piece of paper, which is allowed to take the test. So what I did was I tried to learn by looking at the questions, like you were mentioning about, you have 200,000 picofarads to nanofarads, how to do the conversion. There's certain tricks to the trade. You have 3 100-ohm resistors in parallel. Well, you know that in parallel you divide it by the reciprocal, so you can see very clearly. Well, one of the things about the test and the way that the SEC has done it is you clearly have 2 bogus answers that just are never going to work, and then you have 2 that are close. And by looking at the pattern of how the question is, there's a keyword in the question, and there's a keyword related in the answer. And that's the way that I started doing it so that I could figure out what it was. So, for example, it said unbalanced feed line of 1060 ohms. What is it? It's 1060 ohms because it's an unbalanced feed line. So I just saw the number 1060 in the question, and then I saw in the answer 1060, so it's pretty simple. I just matched it. And in the nanofarad and picofarad, of course, you're converting by 3 decimal places, so you simply move it over 3 places, and you got it. So by using that sequence and using those types of things, that's how I was able to reinforce my learning and retention of those questions.
That's very good tips for me trying to study for my general, which I'm on and off since late March or mid-March or whatever it was when I started taking it seriously. So I know a couple other people on here are interested in taking their general as well. So that's definitely some great tips for somebody trying to memorize some of the flow of the answers for the general question test. I am looking forward to taking that test when I'm 100% ready, and I'm not that close. Well, I'm not 100% ready right now. I did not too bad when I did the practice test of all nights when I was drinking. I think I got like 60%. So I was pretty. I think what do you have to get 73%? Is that? I don't know.
Yeah, you can miss 6 questions.
Yeah, that's 70-something%. So I'm
yeah.
close. I just need to get a little bit deeper into there. So once again, congratulations, Dana. Thank you for the tips and the questions here. What it looks like, you can miss 9 questions, 74%.
Oh, you can miss 9. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was 6. Okay. Well, then clearly, as long as you go through the information, you're going to pass. I mean, I didn't expect to get 100%. I'm very pleased with what I did get, but it was definitely, you can't just do it haphazardly. And like you said, if we're not able to operate HF, it's very difficult to really understand the theory and all the things unless you're actually practicing it. So the only other thing you can do is, like I said, go through these study things and click on the info if you really want to understand what it is you're reading. And it does a very good job in very brief text, but very concise text to try and give you a good answer and show you the formulas, like calculator. It actually tells you the steps for the calculator if you want to do the calculations. And I find it pretty good. And so, yeah, I think all in all, it worked out well. Study hard, that's the key, right? Don't let it overwhelm you. And like I said, for me, I can never take tests. Even in the military, when I tried to take tests, I would fail them all the time. That's why it took me so long to get up in rank, because I can know the material, but the second I start taking the testing, I just go blank. So what I tried to do this time is, because I was able to achieve the higher scores with hamstudy.org consistently, that gave me a much more confidence level, and that stigmatism of my testing went away. I mean, I was cool as a cucumber tonight. Like I said, I didn't crack. I didn't get nervous. I just took my time answering the question and got it done. So that's what my recommendation is to anybody. And if I can help anybody out, just like on your channel, that's what it's all about. Seth has been fantastic. I love the fact that Seth's been doing the practice questions with you on your YouTube. In fact, I joined in when I could, and I think that's what really gave me the incentive, to be honest with you, to finally pursue this and not give up. Like I said, I think I told you 2 nights ago, no matter what, come hell or high water, I will test on Tuesday, and I met that. I met my thing. So
good. I know you. I don't know. Things have happened, and trust me, I understand fully. Myself, having a 4-year-old and I'm at work right now. I got a few minutes of downtime, which I should be studying, but I'm talking to all you. But that's a very good point where you mentioned, a lot of stuff you're not going to be able to use till you get the general. I know personally, I work better on what do they call it, applied knowledge. Like someone can throw a piece of gear in front of me and a manual, and I can, if I'm really into it and I have to make it work, especially here at work, I'm usually one of the best at it. But with taking the general test, you don't get that. So that's good to know. A couple ways around, not ways around it, but a couple ways to study around getting your general and passing it. A couple things that you mentioned in your past answers there. So I really appreciate you joining us here tonight here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Congratulations once again. I'm hoping I'm going to be there with you. It looks like Sam was interested too in taking the test. Study. I know Seth is probably going to push me even more to study. So anyways, I'll let you go because I know some people want to get a hold of you on the phone. But thanks again for joining us on the stream. And once again, most importantly, congratulations. And I hope watching you progress into what you just did tonight inspires others like myself, because I'm going to try to get there myself at some point, hopefully by the end of the summer. That's the deadline is set for myself. Hopefully by the end of baseball is what I'm trying to get. But anyways, take care, Dana. And hope some people get to hear you on 20 meters and some other different HF bands. All right?
All right. Well, thanks again, Greg. Thanks again to everybody on the YouTube channel who the outpouring of support that I got yesterday and before that has just been incredible. Truly, camaraderie in ham radio exists, and a heavy-duty thanks to Seth. And I think as Seth keeps doing the random testing on your channel, again, that helped me tremendously when you and I were answering the questions and whoever else. What better way to do it to help reinforce your learning is to do it in that way.
Do it in a group, yeah.
I really hope you continue to do that. And I know Seth is a good guy. He'll do it anyway. But, and you'll get it, Greg, easily. Like I said, you and I had time constraints. I just finally said, you know what, I'm putting my foot down. I've got all these people supporting me and rooting for me. I'm not going to let them down or myself. And so I did it. I just said, I'm going to do it. And I made that deadline. Tuesday was it, and Tuesday is it. So thanks again, Greg.
Excellent. I'm glad once again you achieved your goal. And just another one quick question: Are you thinking about your extra?
Oh yeah, like I said, I went ahead and took the extra. Seth suggested and the team to do it. I got 27 out of 50, and I had done some routine study. And the fact I did 27 out of 50, and I think I need 37 to pass. If I only need 10 or 11 more to go, then I feel confident within a month or two. Once I start operating on the HF modes, and actually get acclimated in using them and try and look at some of the things in the extra class and try and practice those, I think that'll reinforce my ability to get my extra. So I'm shooting for a month for my extra. That's my new goal.
All right. Well, that's a good goal to have, definitely. And thanks again for joining us. It looks like I'm freezing up there on the live stream, unfortunately. That's why I'm a little nervous about doing this here at work. But I appreciate you joining us, and we'll let you go and make your phone calls. I know somebody needs to call you right now to discuss some stuff. So take care, Dana, and 7UFT here on the K6EGG live stream.
Cool. Thanks again, Greg. Thanks again, everybody who's listening. I appreciate all your support. Couldn't have done it without y'all. And we'll see you on the airwaves, or hear you on the airwaves.
Excellent. All right, Dana. Thanks, man. All right, so that was Dana, N7UFT-AG, by the way. I got to pull this font off now because he's not on anymore. But that was pretty cool. Fresh, brand new general here on the live stream. Definitely, hopefully he's inspiring us all, or at least the people that need to get their general or get their license upgraded, like Bass Angler 73. There's something else I was going to mention. Mark, I got your voicemail. I'm just not in my ham shack, so I'm not able to call back. But thank you for joining us. I know how life keeps us pretty busy and stuff like that. That's what we're just talking about with Dana, with studying and everything like that. I know I'm at work right now. I have a, 64-hour work week this week, something like that. Then I'm going on vacation next week. I'm going to try to unplug for at least one day. So just because I've been running myself dry, so to speak, fuel tank wise. So I'm sitting here reading the chat. There's another thing I would like to mention, that I'm very serious. I want to try to make this happen for me to get the general, especially now. He's inspired me to get my general. Maybe I'm trying to do it sooner. I'm going to try. So I'm going to try to do some studying here, maybe even tonight, and see how I can do. Just study a little bit a day to get it kind of slowly pound back in my head. I got pretty close a while back, and then I got kind of frustrated when I kept failing practice tests. And I got busy again. I know that's an excuse, but that's a fact. Lawrence, Mr. Sad Ham there, never. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to do any radio here because I don't have that good of a connection. You might have saw me freeze up a couple times. The main thing is here, I wanted to jump on and get with Dana. I didn't really talk to Dana before. He just texted me and let me know that he had passed. And I wanted to keep the questions for the stream for you guys, because I know some of you guys that aren't generals or that are not anything more than a lonely little tech like I am. Wanted to hear how the testing went for him. So I'm glad he was able to share that with us, and how he got there, and how he's going to continue on and get his extra, hopefully in a month or so. Yeah, I got to get to it there. I'm really getting lazy about it. In fact, when I get done with the stream here in a few minutes, I'm going to go straight and start to study here a little bit so I can get in there and help myself out here for once. I know a lot of you guys in here have been helping me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. I know Seth's been pushing me in, and I really appreciate it. I know sometimes I might sound annoyed by it, but I'm really not. I definitely need a kick in the butt to get it going, and Dana might have helped that. So I wish I could show you the sunset right now. It's beautiful outside. You could probably see the lights flickering and stuff in the background. But once again, I'm at work. I only got a few minutes. By the way, you like my shirt right here? It's the longest rain delay in baseball history, which is 2020 because of the COVID. It wasn't really. It was a COVID rain delay. I don't know if you can read it. Yeah, there you go. So, anyways, just doing it for fun. Kind of make light of my unemployment for almost 2 years. But anyways, hopefully I'll get some time to do some studying here. I wouldn't mind getting into some VE testing. Okay, Bass Angler, that sounds like a good idea. Before October 1st. How does that sound? One or both of us have to get our general by then. Sounds really good. But with that being said, I appreciate everybody watching tonight. Howdy there, N6SPB. Gosh, tongue twister being tonight. We're just talking about Dana N7 UFT passing his general tonight. He's been a long-time watcher of the channel and frequently in the chat as well. Monty, stop being a sad ham. So, anyways, we actually have Cracker Jacks here. I can bring them over if you want. They're probably old and stale because we usually get the old and stale stuff. Just kidding. But once again, congratulations, Dana. I hope I'll be there. Unfortunately, I got to take off. I got to get back to work. I'm actually going to study a little bit while I got some downtime, but I do need to take care of some stuff here at work. So I'm hoping to be back maybe on Wednesday, depending. Or sorry, it'll be Thursday or Friday, depending on how busy I am and how the internet connection is. I'm going to look back at this video and see how good the internet connection is or not. I also got another camera I want to try out, which I'll plug in real quick here that I was going to debut. It doesn't look all that good. I was going to debut when I do the Hawaii live stream. Let me see if I can bring it up. Test cam. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to have another camera. I can't show much past right here because I don't want to get in trouble. But this is my setup here at work. I got my little Focusrite. Does that look familiar there, Scott? Very good little thing. Got my my little bin of stuff here. My tools for work. Some cable, stuff like that. But this is my little setup at work. Here's my phone. My cat there. So I'm planning on hopefully putting that out in Hawaii, showing some surf and stuff like that, depending on what kind of a room I have. I'm supposed to have a top room somewhere. Maybe it'll be a city view. I don't know. So we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to call it a night here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Pardon me there. And looking forward to doing some studying here in the near future. So take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. And once again, anybody new to the channel, which I didn't go on any reflectors or anything tonight, and you're watching later, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So take care, everybody. Have a good one.